So often I will go to Saturday markets and pop-up events, and people will see the banner behind me that says for dry eczema skin with natural anti-aging results. But they'll come up to me and they'll say, what do you recommend for dry eczema skin? I have it, or somebody that I know has it. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to this channel, like the video, and then hit the bell notifications. That way you know when new videos drop, and so that we can be up to date on natural eczema skincare tips. I have eczema. I've had it on my hands since I can remember. I grew up in Eastern Washington, so it was really cold, dry winters with wood stove heating, so it was making the air super dry. That's another story for another time. But I'm here to teach you what not to do so you don't have to suffer needlessly like I did for years and years. I used to go to bed with lotion and gloves at night in the hopes that I would get some sort of relief from my super dry, cracking, flaking, oftentimes bleeding skin on the backs of my hands. And then I would experience dry, flaky skin on my face, but the skin on my face is so sensitive, I would have to go buy this sensitive face moisturizer at the store, which it kind of helped, but not really. And I wanted something that was more natural, so that way I knew what I was putting on my skin was being beneficial and nutritious for my skin. Just like what you eat, you're mindful of what you eat and put in your body. You want to be mindful of what you put on your skin, because your skin is a living organ. So back to what do I recommend for dry eczema skin. So what I've learned from personal experience is when you put lotions on, oftentimes the reason why they're not absorbing is because everybody sheds skin cells every single day. And unless you're breaking past that barrier of skin cells, then your moisturizer can't absorb into your skin like you're expecting it to. It just kind of sits on top. It washes off immediately when you wash your hands, which is annoying, so it's a vicious cycle there. I read once, I can never remember which dermatologist it was online somewhere, but the dermatologist explained, so the skin cells that are piled up on your skin, they can also cause your skin to look dull and dry and tired. But unless you break past that barrier of skin cells, it's like a 50-car pileup on your skin. Unless you clear all of that out, your lotions, your serums, your oils, they can't absorb fully like you're expecting. So what I created and have found has been a lifesaver for my skin is completely transformed my skin. I've been using it every single day for the last 9 years, is a moisturizing sugar scrub. So I use sugar because it's more gentle on the skin. And then especially with the case of my hands being cracked and super dry and bleeding, I mean, I can't even remember putting lotion on it, crying because it would sting so bad. So sugar moisturizes versus a salt scrub. Salt is more drying, so you want to use a sugar, so it's super gentle. It's effective at removing the dull, dry skin cells, so it gives your skin an instant healthy glow. I keep mine in the shower, so that way I can just rinse it right off and be on my way. But the sugar gently lifts the dead skin cells. You just use a tiny little bit, like quarter teaspoon or so. You rub it onto your skin, and then the sugar lifts the dull dead skin cells, and then the coconut oil, which is in these, moisturizes, but it absorbs into your skin far better than just using straight coconut oil on its own. I did in the past try using straight coconut oil like on my face and other places, but it just never fully absorbed into my skin like I was expecting and what I needed. And then on the case on my face, it would get into my eyes. It was just not ideal. So this is a 2-for-1 because the sugar, like I said, it removes the dull dead skin cells. The coconut oil absorbs into the skin. The other cool thing with this is it's a cold pressed coconut oil. So what that is when it's a cold pressed coconut oil, it still has all the vitamins and the nutrients from the coconut oil in it. So when it absorbs into your skin, it's going to help your skin repair itself, versus like a fractionated coconut oil where it's always in a liquid state, the fractionated coconut oil. So they stripped it of its fatty acids and then some of the vitamins and nutrients that your skin is needing and wanting. So this is a better option to help your skin repair itself. And because it has the coconut oil, when I was developing it, I was figuring out different ways of how can I use this product. I want one product to do multiple different things. So I wash my face with it. You can take your makeup off with it. You can take waterproof mascara off, which is what I often wear because who wants raccoon eyes? I sure don't. And then you can shave with it too because it's sugar. When you're in the shower, the sugar melts really quickly, and then it gives your razor a smooth surface to glide against, and then exfoliating can also help prevent ingrown hair. So you can shave your legs, your armpits, bikini area, all of that jazz. But it also is moisturizing, so that way your skin's less likely to be dry, tight, itchy afterwards, especially on the knees. I used to get like super dry, itchy knees after I would shave, probably because of the shaving cream. Who knows what kind of ingredients that was in there. So this is great for that option. It's been a lifesaver for my dry eczema skin. It's just sugar, coconut oil, distilled water, and essential oil. So it's super clean, super natural, but it's really beneficial for your skin. And like I said, I use it every single day. I've even sent it off to dermatologists that have had rave results with it also. And because again, it's sugar, it's more gentle, so you can use it more often. It's not gonna hurt your skin. So I use this in the shower, head to toe, rinse it off, and then pat dry. Pat dry makes a big difference because then you're keeping the oil on your skin, which is where you want it. We have a tendency to over dry our skin, even during hand washing. I don't know why that is, but little things like that help make a big difference to pat dry your skin after showering or even after hand washing to keep the moisture on your skin. And then if you can, like rub your hands dry until they're dry. And then also because it's a combination of the sugar and the oil, it's not gonna leave you oily, greasy. It's just gonna leave you with super smooth, super soft skin, which when I first started messing around with this product initially, I could not believe how soft and smooth my skin was. I could not stop touching and feeling. Even in fact, when I go to these markets and things, people, it's kind of like my signature thing, you could say, people walk away and they're rubbing their hands like, my gosh, my skin is so soft. Or when they're at the table and they're sampling the product and they're rubbing it on, and I'm like, okay, now I have a whole like water setup for them so that they can do like a mini spa treatment is what I call it. They put it on their hands, they add the water, they rub it on, they're like, oh man, this feels really good. I don't want to stop. So they rinse it off, they pat dry. And then the other thing that I found, because my skin is so prone to being dry and just dealing with eczema, in addition to using this, I needed something else to lock and seal in the moisture all day. So that's where the creams come in. These have mango butter in them, which is amazing for eczema. Mango butter specifically calms the itch associated with eczema. And it also helps with dry skin because dry skin is itchy also, but eczema is notoriously itchy. It calms it instantly, and then it also repels water, which is amazing. So it's got mango butter and coconut oil in it. So together they naturally just repel water. But what I mean by that is when you use it on your hands, it doesn't wash off when you wash your hands, which is absolutely fantastic. So you're not constantly reapplying lotion like you would with other lotions, because most other lotions, I would bet you, if you take a look at the ingredients, you flip it around and read it, if water's in the top first, second, third, fourth ingredient, that's primarily what you're paying for is water. So you want to avoid lotions with water in it. Alcohol, that would cause some severe stinging and burning, especially if you have super dry, cracked skin. And fragrances, those are things that you want to definitely stay away from. But I use this immediately after showering, and I rinse this off, just a pea size of this, to literally lock and seal in the moisture. So I put it on my hands, and then I also use it on my face because the mango butter has a natural plumping effect to it, which is, who doesn't love that? When I first started making these, I was thinking, my skin is so dry and tight and itchy that I'm gonna have signs of premature skin aging long before that. Nobody wants it, but it's gonna happen to me far sooner than anybody else because I just couldn't figure out how to keep my skin moisturized. So this takes care of that. You barely just tap the top of it, and then I just massage it on everywhere. I even use it as an under eye cream, and then over here just to help plump the fine lines. And then also with the sensitive skin, it doesn't, because they're such similar ingredients, they don't clog the pores, so they're not gonna cause breakouts, which is something else that I had to be super mindful of when I use products on my face. So I use these exclusively on my face. And then with the plumping too, is you also, and I do too, focus on the neck and the décolletage and the chest areas, because those also show signs of aging. So it's a nice little plumping factor. You just massage it onto your skin. And again, just a pea-sized amount. Any more than that, you're gonna get oily, greasy. So just tiny little bit goes a long way. And then also the backs of your hands show signs of aging. Fun little side fact, and maybe I'll do a video on this another time. I actually created these creams specifically for my grandmother who had eczema. She was 91 years old. She used to wear gloves because she was embarrassed how her skin looked. So I made the creams for her. And she stopped wearing her gloves. People complimented her on how beautiful her skin looked after she started using this for a while. So if it can work for me, and I'm gonna be 40 next year, it can work for you too, no matter your age, is where I was going with that. But it really comes down to what you're using on your skin makes all the difference in the world. So just be really mindful and look at the ingredients on your products, turn them around and see what's listed on the ingredients. Don't just take face value of, oh, it has natural ingredients, essential oils, it's vegan, it's clean, it's whatever. It's just all fine and dandy, but just make sure that that's actually what's going on in here. I can remember there's a product I saw a while back. It was a hand sanitizer or something. It's like essential oils, blah, blah, blah. Like, ooh, okay, that should be good for my skin. But when I turned it around and looked at the ingredients, there was no essential oils. So there you have it. But I hope you found this helpful. Again, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and like this video and hit the bell notification so you know when new videos drop. And then also, if you have any questions, you have follow-up questions, or want me to cover something specifically, feel free to leave it in the comments below and I will get back to you. And I hope you have a good day.